This is a summary of a lecture given in Vrindavan, India, from the Nectar of Devotion by Srila Prabhupada. Pure devotional service brings immediate relief from all sorts of material miseries. There is a nice song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this regard. The purport of this song is that when we surrender to Krishna, then one gets relief from all sorts of anxieties. This is very simple to understand because everyone in the material world is full of anxieties. That is the nature of material existence. One problem after another. So if somebody tells you that just depend on me and I will take care of all your problems, just imagine how much relief you would feel. But if an ordinary man says, I will take charge of all your affairs, you may doubt an ordinary man because you know the capacity of an ordinary man. But when Krishna says he will take charge of you personally, then how much relief you would feel, because Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is called Yogeshwara, the master of all mystic power, and he can very easily take charge of you if you surrender to him. Krishna says that he will liberate you from all sinful activities, which is the basic cause of our suffering. For pious activities we enjoy in the material world, and we suffer due to our sinful activities. But the common factor is suffering. The results of pious activities gives you birth in a good family, good education, sufficient riches and beauty. But to take birth in a family of a king or a very rich man, the suffering of taking birth is the same for the rich or the poor. Actually, in material existence, the so-called enjoying or suffering is on the same level. When Krishna says he will get you released from all sorts of suffering, that is all auspicious. When Krishna takes charge, he gradually educates you from within in devotional service so that you may return to your spiritual home. Though being born in a good family with sufficient riches, good education and beauty seems very auspicious, but in actuality it is not at all auspicious, because such birth is adulterated with the three types of misery. Misery is caused by the body in form of diseases, misery is caused by other living entities, and misery is caused by nature. Material pleasure is sense gratification, and spiritual pleasure is satisfying Krishna. If Krishna is satisfied, then the devotee is satisfied. Just as a tree is satisfied by watering its roots, you become satisfied when you worship Krishna because he is the origin of everything. When the gopis saw Krishna happy, they became happy. And when Krishna saw the gopis happy, he became happier. In this way, there is competition for happiness. This is spiritual competition which is free from envy, as opposed to the material world where if someone sees someone else happy, he becomes unhappy. There is no enviousness or distress in the spiritual world. Pure devotional service is really achieved even though it has so many advantages. Pure devotional service can only be achieved by the mercy of a pure devotee, otherwise it's not possible. If you achieve pure devotional service, you become free of all obligations. Accept Krishna's lotus feet, giving up everything, then you will no longer be indebted. Pure devotional service can be achieved by your intense desire, and Krishna will help you by giving you the proper intelligence on how to approach him. The problem is that people don't want pure devotional service, but some hodgepodge. Surrender to Krishna is the beginning of pure devotional service. People will not accept the simple process that is just by chanting the Lord's holy name that you can achieve the highest benefit. They think that this is just an exaggeration, that just by chanting the holy names, one will get liberation. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita is giving the easy process. Just surrender to me and I will give you all help. But we are not prepared to do that. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you simply chant the Hare Krishna mantra and you will achieve the highest perfection. The senses are our enemies, but Prabhupada Saraswati says he is not afraid of the serpents because the serpent is only dangerous as long as it got its poison teeth. For a devotee, the poison is taken away because the idea of personal sense gratification is taken away and the senses are engaged in the service of Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.